Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I am here for Thrifty Tuesday, and in case you're new to my channel, I call it Thrifty Tuesday because on Tuesdays I share all of my thrifted finds from the past week. I just kind of save them all up and share them with you once a week. So Thrifty Tuesday is here. So this week I found quite a few kind of really interesting things and fun things. So what you're seeing here is a pile of paper, and I got this at I had to run an errand for work, and what we do is I had to go to a building that's about 2 blocks away from my office, okay? So I was over there doing what I had to do, and I noticed in one of the hallways where I was walking around a box that said for public use, and I looked in and there was this computer paper. It's old computer paper. They must have found it and been cleaning out something or found it in a cabinet somewhere and said, well, we don't use this anymore, let's see if anybody wants this. And it's this old, it's all connected, perforated by perforation, each page, and it's the paper that has the tracks, the old printer paper. And I love this paper because I've only found it once before, and it was some Christmas, it had a Christmas decoration on it. And I just used it in some of my Christmas journals, my last couple, because I kind of found it in mid-December when I had finished most of my Christmas journals, okay? But this is so cool because it's just blank. I can coffee dye it, I can color it, with my food coloring dyes, or just leave it white. And, I can turn it any which way I want. I can turn it this way, turn it this way. It's a nice big, I can cut it down. And there was 2 packs of it. Actually it was 1 big pack, and I tore it in half because at first I was like, well, I don't know if I should take all of it, and I just kind of separated the 2 stacks that you see here, and I was walking down the hallway. I walked down the hallway with the 1 stack, and around the corner I was like, I'm probably the only one that's going to want that paper. And I really, I can use all of it, I love this paper. I know I'm going to use it. Why don't I just take all of it? So I went back and picked up the other stack out of the box, and that was it. That was all that was in the box. So, and this is, if you can imagine, this stack. Paper is pretty heavy, If you have a good stack of paper, it's pretty heavy. So I had to walk 2 blocks back to my office with this big stack of heavy paper. So it was worth it. It was worth it, but I got my exercise that day. Pretty funny, right? But yeah, I felt like I was the luckiest girl in the world to find that paper that day. I did get a couple of books this week. This one is a hardcover. I think the only books I've gotten like this size were sewing magazines, vintage sewing magazines. So I found this book. It's called Stitch by Stitch, and I just really got it for the inside pages. As you can tell, it's old and vintage. Let's see what it looks like again inside. Here's a little, I found this too. It's a little, I don't know if I'll do anything with it, but it says passport on it. I don't know if I'll use it for personal use or something else, but it's a little kind of vinyl little passport cover, and it has a pocket here, and a little pocket here. So I thought that was kind of cute. So I don't know, I might do something with that. So here's the pages. You can see they're colorful. I think these would be great in either a sewing or pattern journal, or in a glue book, or just in a junk journal, eclectic junk journal. I mean, look at this little bunny. You can cut this out and make a tag out of it for Easter. Super cute, right? And so, yeah, all kind of possibilities here. Look at here's some purples. That's neat. I'm getting ready to do a new design team project that involves the color of purple. So here's some pinks, oranges, blues, reds, so all kinds of color in here. And I'm guessing it's from the 70s. Let's see if it has a copyright here in the front. Let's see, there's a little, looks like it should be here, but I don't see it. Let's see. I don't like to spend here it is, 1984. Okay, so it's younger than I thought. But look at the sweater vest, pretty cool, right? So anyway, that one, and then this one, I only picked these cookbooks up this size when they're like, you know, this one's from a Library of Cooking Family Circle. Some of them I just really don't like, you know, well, it's not like I don't like them, I just like the look. I like the 70s or the vintage look, so, you know, I kind of just go for that. So this one probably was a kind of very vintage looking, and the colors, or the pages are starting to brown, and I like it when I have like colored words and cute little pictures. You know, you can cut these up smaller into journaling cards. You can use the whole page. You can use them for backgrounds. Just so many uses for these types of book pages. So yeah, I guess I just like this one. Or sometimes, you know, like I say, once in a while, I'll just, you know, if I think I have too many, if I go to put this away now and I have too many in my closet, or I can't find a spot for it, I'll just list it in my shop so I can share it with someone. You know, because if I got a good deal on it, why not either use it myself or share it in my shop, right? So let's see what I have in my next pile here. I've got quite a few things to share, so I'll try to go a little quick. But I wasn't going to get these cards right here, and I had picked up these doilies. Let me show you. I picked up these doilies and something else. Let's see, I don't see it right here. Whatever it was. Let's see. Let me look real quick again. I don't know what it was. Anyway, I had two things. These doilies, and these were different. I don't have any doilies like this, and I thought they looked really pretty. Never been opened, brand new. And one other thing, I took it to the cash register at the thrift store, and both things together were 52 cents. Okay, and so I don't really carry cash on me, you know, like most people these days. So in order to make a purchase in that store, you have to have at least $2. It's a minimum of $2 to use your debit or credit card. So I went back. I had been looking at these cards, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to get them. They're not really vintage, you know. And I'm trying to focus on the vintage and the unique type thing. But so I went back and went ahead and got these so I could, you know, meet the $2 minimum requirement. But I'm glad I did. You know, these are just little, it says includes guest checklist, invitations. So these are neat. I haven't opened them yet. I might open them in just a second, but let me show you these. These are really pretty, and there's a bunch here. You can see a lot. What's there? Probably 15 cards, something like that. And envelopes, and they're really pretty, just little bird cards, and they're blank. Here's some little piece of tissue or something there. Tissue paper, but yeah, they're really pretty blank. I can use them either in my journals, or I can, you know, put in a pocket, use as a page, or I can use it as a note when I have an order to ship and I want to, you know, send along a nice little card, you know, in there. So I'm glad I got them. And then this is the other cards. Let's see what these look like. It says you're invited, and they're pretty purple right here. I figured I could use the whole card, or even cut this little square out right here and use that as a decoration or a journaling card, right? So let's see what they look like. Let's see if we can tell how old they are. They're made by Gibson. There's a barcode. Oh, here's a date right here, 1995. So they are vintage. Okay. And let's see what this they said guest checklist. There's a guest checklist in here. I'm not seeing it right off, so I don't know. I see, okay, here's the card, and here's the inside. Just, oh, it's a shower, for date, place given, RSVP. There's the date again on each card, 1995. So yeah, they are pretty little cards. I love the purple, and you know, like I said, I'm getting ready to do a purplish journal. Purplish project, so that I could use these, or one of these, or some of these in there. It said, oh, here's the checklist. It's on the packaging. Okay, that's cool. I can use that. I can cut that out, use that, make that into a journaling card possibly. So cool. Okay, awesome. So that was my $2 purchase that day. It ended up being like $2.50 for everything, but there was something else. I just don't know what it was. Oh, it was this tablecloth. This is like the tablecloth I already used. I used the whole thing as wrapping paper for my Etsy orders during Christmas, and it was so pretty, believe it or not. But the one I got was brand new in a package. This wasn't used or anything. I had seen this earlier and I didn't get it because I already had one, and it was still left after Christmas, and it was 70% off, so that's why it was like 25 cents now. Oh, excuse me. I feel like I have a piece of dust in my throat. Just a second. I'll just take a sip of my soda there. Okay, so the heat's probably drying out my throat. Okay, so this was another thrift store that I was at. Same thing. I think at this day it was, I'm trying to think if it was 70 or 75%. I think it was 75% off Christmas stuff. This appeared, excuse me, my throat is giving me a problem right this second. But yeah, this appeared after Christmas. I had been to this thrift store every weekend during December and before December, you know, all during when they had their Christmas stuff out. And this was not there, so I don't know. It appeared after Christmas, and it looks like possibly it was never used. As you can see, it's a Christmas rubber stamp kit. It's got colored pencils. It's got two little ink pads here, a red one and a green one. And all of these really nice rubber stamps. And I have only a couple of Christmas rubber stamps, and I wasn't looking for any, but I mean, this ended up being 99 cents for all of this. And I thought it's kind of a nice, you know, generic kind of Christmas stamps, like a, you know, Santa. This says, wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The candy canes, this big Merry Christmas would look beautiful in a journal, and just all these little ones, you know, to put on the corner of a pocket or something, or a tag or whatever. Let's see if I can open it. I just want to see, make sure it was never, you know, I don't care if it was used, but I guess someone either got it for Christmas or had it for a while. Yeah, it's never been opened. Oops, it's even, this plastic is kind of brittle, so maybe someone's had it for a while and they were like, I never used this. I've had it for a while. I need to get rid of it. So it went to the thrift store, and so I was able to get it for 99 cents. So you can't beat that. I guess I'll open it later. It's a little bit hard to get into here at the moment. I really want to get into it though, but I'll get into it later. But you can pretty much see everything. And since I can't even get into it, you know, everything's brand new in there. So that was an excellent deal. These I got at Walmart after Christmas, 50% off, and they're just little tags. You know, I got two different kinds. I got the puppies. I had to get the puppies because my oldest son has a beagle, or had a beagle, and he also has a husky. So, and my other son, my youngest son, had a little kitty cat that looked like this little kitty cat right here. So I had to get that. There's 16 in here. They were 50% off. So they were like around $1, like $1 or $1.25 or something, you know. And so I got the two different, you know, the puppies, and then these little more Christmassy ones with the red and green type, you know, Santa and Snowman. And I like the plaid. This one says Merry Christmas. This one says 'Tis the Season. And then they're just the little tags that are like cards. And I like these to use for journaling cards. I think they're so cute to be able to stick these in a pocket and then write in there and, you know, use it as a journaling spot. I think that's awesome. So I had been eyeing those before Christmas, and I didn't buy them because I thought, well, you know, I don't really need them. But if they're on clearance, if there's some left after Christmas, that would be great. These are just bits and pieces I also found during the 50% off sale at that one thrift store. No, it was the 70% off thrift store. It's a book. There's a bookmark here. This one is a little bit Christmassy, but not really. I don't think I got any kind of break on it, but it costs hardly anything, like pennies. And she might have not even charged me for it. It's just a bookmark, and it has an angel on there. That's where I liked it, in the pretty flowers, kind of gardeny looking. A little card. This is Easter seals, and this was in the Christmas section for some reason. I think they put just holiday stuff all together. It was all 70% off. There was some Halloween, you know, and fall, Christmas. But this is just a little pad of paper, and it looks kind of old, and there's little like birds up here. It's kind of yellowish here, and like the color it was, you know, came in this color. It's not because of aging, but kind of a little yellowy gold color here, and there's lines on the front and back, so I thought that would be cute to maybe stick in a pocket. This whole thing is a little writing pad, you know. This piece was there. It's just a little cross-stitch piece that I thought I could use on a tag or something. It's just a round circle, and it's been, you know, sewn. It's been cross-stitched. I mean, that probably somebody made that and then got rid of it. It was probably an ornament. So that, yeah, that was in the Christmas section. This is just an old tag that I found that I thought was cool. I would probably cover the names up and use, I just thought this, it says Happy Holidays on the back. It just looks old, and I liked it, so I picked it up. Let's see, this was at Dollar General, and they had their Christmas stuff 50% off. I bought, this was the only Christmas thing I bought there. I couldn't find anything I wanted there. I had bought some stuff there before Christmas, but none of the stuff I liked or wanted was left. But I thought this would be cool. I mean, look at this. It's like tissue paper. It's this craft color in red. And it's like, this says, you can see December 25th. Just little, you know, I think these are just really cool. I could use a whole, there's 5 sheets in here too. So I can use a whole piece of this on something, like to decoupage on a page or on something, or, you know, tags, journaling cards. Or I can cut out these little pieces. I think they're really cute, you know. So I just got one. I didn't want to overdo it. There was more there, but, you know, the 5 sheets, I figured that would be plenty. So that cost me 50 cents. So, and these were there. These I kind of like, I wasn't sure if I wanted this many of them, and they're only $1 each. So not a big, you know, deal. It's a good deal for $1. There's 14 stickers in here, and they're called canning label stickers. And whenever I see these, I get them. And I think Dollar General is the only place I've ever seen them, besides at a thrift store. But I haven't seen these at a thrift store. I think these are new to Dollar General. And I just got a, you know, vision of when I saw these, of making some journaling cards with some retro looking, like this. These look retro to me. Okay, so you put this on, you can put this on a tag, like, and put something in front, like from a recipe book or some other retro looking person, you know, lady or something. I just think these would be really fun to work with and use on pages or journaling cards or whatever. So they only had this many, and I got them all, 4 of them. So for $1 each, I figured that was pretty good, and I just thought they would be so fun to work with. That's why I got off all 4. Okay, so the other fun thing I did this week, something I don't usually do, and I think I talked about it the other day. I go to this thrift store. No, it's an antique store. I go there once a year. I don't really find anything, so that's why I go there only once a year. It's just like an antique store, not expensive, but I mean, this guy probably originally started his antique store because he probably was a hoarder, okay? And he had to. His wife probably said, get this stuff out of the house, and he started his store, right? I mean, it's 2 stories, and up in the top story, one of the rooms in the back of the top corner room of the upstairs is all glass bottles, like Coke bottles and stuff like that. The whole room, like picture a good sized bedroom full of glass bottles, okay? So each room upstairs kind of has a theme, but downstairs there's a lot of knickknacks, you know, dishes, and, you know, you can picture it, I'm sure. But today I finally, for the first time, found some papery type things I can use for my junk journal. So I just gathered it up. Most of it didn't have prices on it, but I gathered it up and said, you know, can you give me a price on all this stuff? And of course, it's stuff that nobody else really wants, right? So I got it really cheap. Whenever I see, well, this is not the papery stuff, okay? The papery stuff will come next. But whenever I see tea towels, I always check them out and see how much they are. And I put them in my shop. I like to sell them in my shop. I like to buy them. I like to sell them in my shop. So this is a 1986 tea towel. Really pretty. I just make sure they're in good shape, pretty, and you know, try to get vintage ones. But even if they're not vintage and they're really super pretty, I'll get them. Now, sometimes I might try to clean them a little bit. It just depends on what they look like. But I just really like this blue butterfly here on this one. And then these were different. I had never purchased anything like this before. But these are thin, like tall and thin. 1985. It has like a little tulip border up here. You see 1985. And then it's a long skinny one. And then it has, these are all the same. There's 1, 2, 3 of these, all the same. But they have this pretty little picture on the bottom. It says Stanley Home Products. So it might have been some kind of premium type. You know, you bought something from Stanley Home Products and maybe you got a free calendar. I don't know, but anyway, I thought they were super cute. So those are going in my shop. There's 3 of them, right? Yeah. So that. And then, so here's the papery stuff. Those are from the antique store, and all this is from the antique store. Some really like I said, I'm trying to focus on the unique and the different vintage type items. So I will show you what I found at my once-a-year antique store. Okay, yeah, that's everything in the bag. Okay, so let's see. This is a little deck of cards, and this was kind of plain, but old and look brand new. Doesn't have any kind of printing on the outside of the box. I don't want to open this right now, but it's just an old deck of cards. You can see this side is, this is a joker, so you know this side is going to be kind of looking like this, I guess. But this side had little teddy bears on it, so I thought it was cute, and I figured if they were cheap, I would get them. And I got all this stuff for under $10. I actually got it all for $8, okay? So that tells you how cheap it was. But yeah, and the owner wasn't there. He might have charged me more. Somebody was standing in for him. He was on vacation, so the lady was there like, oh, you can have all this junk for $8. I was like, oh, really? Thank you. Yes, I'll take it. So these are called, this is really cool. I've never seen these before. This is the box, as you can see. Playing cards. It says Crooked Pack. Okay, here's a picture on the outside. I was like, what is this Crooked Pack? What is this? I kind of saw that, but I was like, didn't have a clue. So I opened it up, and this is what's in there. Little crooked cards. And that's why it's called a Crooked Pack. And it's pretty little red, old. As you can see, they're kind of browning around the edges. They're plain playing cards on the other side. You know, just regular looking playing cards, but they are crooked. Crooked and old. And let's see, I don't see any kind of date anywhere. But who knows? This box looks pretty old too. So yeah, I got 2 of those. They weren't together either. They were kind of like in the same area. Were they in the same area? Yeah, they were in the same area, but not together. So I got 2 of those. Yeah, 2 Crooked Packs. So that was fun. A fun find. This little box, I found it was open like this. And they were starting to fall out when I was trying to carry everything around. And so I put the lid on, but little old box. Let's see if it has any writing on here. And I wasn't sure, really. I mean, they remind me of paper coasters. It says made in England, and that's all it really says, besides distributed by a company, name of the company in New York. So, but they're just these little, like I said, they look like paper napkins to me. But aren't they cute? They're smaller than, I mean, paper coaster. But they're smaller. So I don't know what they're supposed to be used for, but super cute little something to decorate a pocket or a drawing card or a tag. And the same with the paper coasters. It's sometimes the backing comes off. So like here's some backing pieces that have come off these little things. But here's a bunch of there's a bunch in here. And let's see what they say. They all say made in England on them. So you see this is a whole box of probably none of these were ever used. Probably. And so I just thought those would be fun little decorating, you know, embellishment type pieces. So pick those up. This I picked up. I mean, just crazy stuff that was sitting around in different places in this very large 2-story antique shop. But this just says for you, and it's just a plain little card I picked up. This is a letter, and it's from 1909. It's addressed to someone here in North Carolina. It has a little number over here. And then here's the back part of the envelope, all kind of coming apart. I mean, it's over 100 years old, so you would expect that, right? Here's the letter, a little piece of lined paper. There's, let's see, it goes like this. So, kind of neat. I didn't read the letter. I read the first paragraph, and it didn't seem, I wanted to make sure it wasn't anything like, you know, bad. So it seemed like an okay letter. I didn't read the whole thing. So I might read it before I put it in a journal, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Let's see if it says anything weird here. Yeah, it is a little, you know, how it's a little hard to read this writing sometimes. I mean, it's very nice writing, but like right here, I can't read this word right here. And so I don't know, it kind of throws off the whole sentence, like I don't know what they're talking about because I can't read that word. You know what I mean? So I don't know, I might just stick it in a journal and let somebody else do what they want with it. But I thought that was kind of neat and different. I don't find old letters very much. I found these little, what are these little cards? Or oh, these are like little books. There's 1, 2, 3 of them. Okay, the story of Bunny Esmond. So there's 2 kids and a little bunny on the front. There's a little number down here. Here you go on the back, little picture. And they're not really feeling very delicate, but they do look old. Copyright I think that says 1935. So this is just a little black and white book, but I knew it was old and just, you know, something very unique and different. It's held together with staples here. And I haven't read the story or anything, but I just thought it was so cute. Esmond blankets, delightfully dependable. So maybe this was also a premium. It came with a blanket, maybe. Here's another picture. Ask your teacher, write to Esmond Mills, Esmond, Rhode Island. Let's see. Different sizes. I'm trying to see. Esmond blankets. But it says it's something about 50 cents and 25 cents. Esmond Marionette Blanket. A marionette blanket. Okay, I'm not sure, but very unique, right? That's what I'm going for. And so different. I mean, if you got this in a journal, I think it would be something very special, right? This was just sitting in a stack somewhere of papery stuff, and it's just an advertisement Eat a square lunch. Check your lunch today. Do you have milk? Do you have vegetables and fruits? Substantial main dish, bread and butter. Cute little pictures, right? And then here's the back. Can you check off all your 4 squares on the chart? Here's some examples of things you can put in your lunchbox. Fresh fruit, cookies, milk, a cream of vegetable soup, peanut butter sandwich. So yeah, I thought that was super cute. I might have to copy that one. It doesn't have a copyright on it or anything, so I think that might be copyable. Just a little old booklet here from, it talks about engine bearings right here, and I thought this would be cool. Just an old piece of, a little pad of paper, you know, and super cute. I love the color, bright colors here, and just something unique again. Okay, so I found in the back corner, there's downstairs in the back corner, there's a kitchen area. He's got all kind of pots and pans, and in the kitchen area were a couple cookbooks. I didn't get the cookbooks because I have a lot of cookbooks and I didn't want them. So, but with the cookbooks was sitting these 2 of these packages. I didn't pay $2 each because, as I said, I paid $8 for everything. So I don't think she paid, charged me $2 each. But I wanted these for future cookbook journal, binder cookbook journals that I make, because they are each one, all these. It's plastic pockets with. They have little holes right here, 3 holes. I can make new holes in this if I needed to, or even reinforce this and make all new holes, whatever I need to do. But in each one, it has a recipe card. And so these are super fun. I thought these were super fun to, use in recipe journals. And there was 2 packages. So I got them both because I love that kind of stuff. And a couple more things here. Very old composition book. Love this cover. Love the whole thing, the color of it and everything. But this is really cool because somebody used this as a scrapbook. So let me show you the inside. They were gluing magazine, glue book, right? Gluing things that they were wanted to keep in here. Who knows what age of the person that had this was using it as, but maybe school age. It could have been a young teenager or even elementary school. But here's some pictures of babies, apparently, this person wanted to keep. They look like they're from, they feel like they're from, they don't feel like newspaper, they feel like a magazine. More babies here. Here's a baby sitting on a potty, and that's an old-time potty right there. Yeah, so a young child brushing his teeth. More kids, a school teacher, old-time retro vintage picture here. Probably from a magazine too. It feels like it's from some type of magazine or catalog. But let's see, what does it say here? Not sure. Both Colombian Network. But yeah, that. More retro looking pictures here. And then this one was really cool. Look at this. This is glued onto, oh, here we go. It unfolds. Okay. That's a really neat picture, right? Who knows how old that is. Here's a, looks like maybe an old advertisement of this guy eating breakfast and drinking orange juice. Okay, and then here's some maybe, still doesn't feel like newspaper. It feels like magazines. Or something like that. It doesn't really feel like newspaper. This, I guess this could be newspaper, but it just doesn't really feel like newspaper. Really pretty pictures though, right? A car. Some more pictures. And then, oh, here's one more little like comic. Coming home to see Grandma. Coming home to see Grandma, it says. Little something here. Can't really read that. And then yeah, the end right here. It says the end, and then it looks like there was something here. There's a outline here, like there was something here. It's got a brown patch right here. But anyway, then it has all these blank. This is what I really wanted it for, was these old pieces of composition that are all brown. And then this cover is pretty cool too. I need to think about something to do with that. So that I thought would be fun. I found this on my way out. I was just about to leave and found this little Coke pad of paper. It says 2007 right there. So maybe not that old, but super cool. This one's dirty. I'm going to pull that one off. It looks like, I don't know. It looks like maybe some bug residue on there. You know, old antique shops. You don't know what's going on in there. But, yeah, I just thought this was super cool. My uncle used to work for Coke, so it caught my eye, and then I saw that it says name, address, phone, and email. It does say email on there, so that tells you about the age, too. But I just thought this was super cute. I've never seen anything like it, so another kind of unique pad of paper. Maybe the Coke guy left it behind, and so this guy put it on the shelf for sale. Anyway, super cute. A little bridge tally score pad that is very different from anything I've seen before. It's green and white, and it's this long, narrow strips of paper. So cool, I thought. So I got that. There were some cards there, but I didn't get bigger ones. But I kind of tend to gravitate toward the smaller ones. This one is very browned up here and very old looking. But so cute. I mean, it's got glitter on it too. And this Christmas tree just looks really old. Let's see, it does fold up like this. One of those. And just really cute. Any kind of... There's some words here, but they're so tiny I can't see them. So, but I just thought that was so cute and adorable. I love that. And then these cards were sitting there. Just little thank you cards. They were small and blank. So I thought... I can use these as in my shipments if I wanted to, as little thank you cards, a little sunny, little cheerful card. And then let's see what I have here. Some envelopes. Are there something in here? Oh, let's see what's in here. Okay, yeah, I think these are all the same. They say they're these little envelopes like this. So they're small envelopes. I mean, you can see it in my hand. It fits in my hand. And it says, it has like little Christmas bells right here in the corner. Let's see what it says. It says, with best wishes and hearty greetings for Christmas and the coming year. And it has a name here. So somebody had these printed for little Christmas greetings, I guess, or holiday greetings. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So this goes, yeah. And I think they are all the same. Yeah, they look like they're all the same. So got all of those that I saw. I thought those I thought that was interesting. I've never seen a little card like that before, where someone had printed up their holiday little greeting there like that. So neat. And this was sitting, I think I found this sitting among some magazines. I'm not sure. I was all over that store, so just looking in every nook and cranny for papery stuff. Yeah, this was, there was about 4 or 5 shelves full of magazines and music and just stuff like that. I'm trying to think of how to describe it, but this may have fallen out of one of the music books, but it was just a piece of ephemera. See, it's torn right here, but it looks old. I don't see a date. This coupon valid only when properly endorsed. Subscription coupon. What is it for? Through the recommended one desire to receive the journal for a first trial year, and herewith enclose a special price $1.25. So it's to order some type of journal, like probably a little magazine type thing, I would think. the reading matter, the music, maybe a little, I'm not sure. Says the etude, so I don't know. I mean, I know that's a music, there's music books like that, but I'm not sure exactly what this coupon's for. But anyway, a pretty piece of original, authentic ephemera, very unique, of course. So anyway, that's it. That was a lot of stuff because of this last little bunch of stuff I got from the antique store. And the only reason I went there was because I had gotten all my work done during the week this week, because I had extra day off for Christmas and, you know, Christmas and like Christmas Eve off. So I got my work done during the week, so I didn't have as much to do this weekend. So I had some extra time. So I went by this, spent about probably an hour at this antique store and just checked it out real good. It was busy too Saturday, so it was fun seeing other people in there, because sometimes I go in there and there's nobody else in there but me. But as far as my once a year visit, but it is also fun because this guy will trade with me, and so I actually brought some stuff with me to trade with him. Instead of paying money for things, he'll let me trade. But he's done that before in years past, but he wasn't there today, so I didn't really bother with trying to do that with the lady that was substituting for him, and just paid my $8 and went on my way. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Happy crafting and happy thrifting.